Coming up on UIWtv, see how future Cardinals look at the nest during preview day. Next up, see how Student Alternative Program Inc. is helping students in need. And finally, how alumni are giving back to UIW. All this and more on UIWtv.
Welcome back to UIWtv. We're here to bring you all the latest in news, entertainment, and sports. I'm Maurilio Cruz.
And I'm Klarysa Saldaña. We're so glad you're tuned in with us for our 4th newscast of the school year. Registration is here. Have you figured out your schedule for the spring semester?
Honestly, I really should have, but I can't say that I have. Have you had the chance to figure out your schedule?
Honestly, me neither, but I am in my next semester, so I only have like 3 classes, so I'm pretty excited about that.
It won't be too hard to figure out.
We hope everyone is staying up to date with their degree plan to reach their long-term goals here at UIW. Cardinal Preview Day is coming up on Saturday. Reporter Matthew Montoya shows what this special day is all about.
Cardinal Preview Day is a great opportunity for current high school students and transfer students who are interested in becoming future Cardinals. Many who have participated in Cardinal Preview Day are now UIW students.
I think it's really great that, UIW hosts this Cardinal Preview Day because it shows the, programs that UIW has to offer for those students that have, a big decision to make.
Students who attend Preview Day will hear from various departments, and they can also sit in on a class in their area of interest.
This is an amazing place to get your education. It's also an amazing place to build community. And so we want them to witness that and also to have the opportunity to ask our students questions about the coursework that they're working on.
Students will have the chance to get to know UIW students and professors and ask questions. They will also get to know the campus better and the different buildings where their classes will happen.
So I think it shows, not only the programs, but the people as well. The people here is what makes UIW great.
We look forward to seeing you for Cardinal Preview Day on Saturday, November 8th. For UIWtv, I'm Matthew Montoya.
Now registration does end tomorrow, so be sure to sign up if you would like to attend. Just go to uiw.edu/admissions and search Cardinal Preview Day for the registration button.
UIW renamed the ballroom in the Student Engagement Center the Joris Ballroom in honor of Maria Antoinette and Gary Joris. Gary Joris, CEO and chairman of Joris General Contractors, has played a significant role in helping build UIW's infrastructure over the years. Most recently, Joris made a very generous donation of $500,000 towards the construction of Founders Hall. Maria Antoinette and Gary Joris remain as cherished friends and partners of UIW and our campus community. Now, the Student Alternatives Program, Inc. hosted a vibrant community event at the historic St. Anne's Theater, creating a safe space for students in vulnerable situations. The event brought together artists and the community to celebrate SAPI's commitment to supporting at-risk youth. The program encourages personal growth and academic success through group involvement and artistic expression. Their mission is to help young people build the confidence and skills they need to become leaders in their community.
Would allow them to have access to mentors and positive role models. A lot of the youth that we serve do not have that at home, and it's always good to be able to provide them with a little bit extra.
Vision offers support to vulnerable youth by creating opportunities for growth and purpose outside of the classroom. These engaging presentations symbolize the power of coming together as a community to lift up the next generation. SAPI serves as a local resource in empowering students to reach their full potential, building a stronger future to thrive beyond the challenges. And if you want to successfully prepare for the future, then there's no better place to start than with the weather. Andrea is here to tell us what we can expect with this week's forecast.
Right, let's go ahead and take a look at those current conditions. So right now we're sitting at 77 degrees with the dew point of 61 and a wind out of the southwest at 7 miles per hour. So it is feeling pretty warm out there, but as we head further into the day, that that temperature is going to start to warm up. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our next weather pattern. So we have a cold front making its way down from the northwest early Saturday morning into Texas, and early Sunday morning it's going to make its way into our area, bringing in those temperatures to the low 30s and 40s early Monday morning. So make sure that you are dressed and prepared for that colder weather. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that 7-day forecast. So today we are going to reach 84 degrees, 89 on Friday and Saturday, and those lows are going to be in the low 60s. Sunday, that cold front's going to come through, bringing that high to 71 degrees and that low to 42 and 39 for Sunday and Monday. So it's going to be very cold outside, but we're going to be right back up into the low 70s and low 80s on Tuesday and Wednesday. And so it's just going to be a very chilly beginning of next week. So make sure that you are prepared for that. Back to you, Leah.
Thanks, Andrea. It's looking like layers might be in fashion as we head into November.
UIW's campaign, The Give, encourages alumni and supporters to give back to the university. Years after earning her degree, Melissa Reyna still feels connected to UIW by donating through The Give. She hopes to inspire others to support the next generation.
Being a part of the Cardinal family and a proud alumni, giving back is important because education is the key that opens the door for opportunity.
Each donation directly supports future Cardinals, providing scholarships, mission funds, and athletic funds. The Give is open to all supporters who want to help future Cardinals succeed. To learn more, visit uiw.edu/thegive. But when you're in the Lone Star State, Tejano music is always in style, and the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center is currently hosting an altar exhibit for the late Tejano icon Flaco Jimenez. Carlos de Luna is live at the scene to check out the exhibit, what is all about. Carlos, what are we looking at?
Hello, I'm at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center at the Dia de los Muertos exhibit honoring the late Flaco Jimenez with Maria Elena Villarreal. Can you please tell me a little bit about the exhibit?
Hi, Carlos. Basically, we wanted to pay homage to Flaco. He's been a huge part of this community, the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center, and the Tejano Conjunto Festival, which is the longest running conjunto festival in the world. And he performed every single year since its beginning. And we just really wanted people to come in and see little bits and pieces of what made Flaco, Flaco.
And can you tell me a little bit about what inspired you to, dedicate this exhibit to Flaco Jimenez?
First, I'd have to say, personally, because he was a good friend. Him and his family always treated me wonderfully, and he was a big part of my photography career. I started photographing him, I want to say maybe 16 years ago, and just built that bond with him. And he was a big part of my life, and I wanted to do this to honor him.
Okay, it's great you had like a personal connection to Flaco. Do you think you had any community influences that also came into creating this?
Definitely community. I mean, San Antonio loves Flaco Jimenez. Like, say, for instance, the Bud Jones menu and the T-shirt and the Judy's menu. I went personally to these restaurants and asked them if they had anything to give that we could put on display for the altar that represented him, because a lot of people that know Flaco know that he loved Judy's Mexican restaurant and he absolutely loved Bud Jones. So we wanted to put little different things about his life in here that represented him. I mean, the way he's sitting here, that's the way he would sit at the Tejano Conjunto Festival waiting for his time to get up there on stage, and he would greet all his fans just so casually, just like a normal person. He was so humble, and he loved all his fans.
That's really interesting, great to know. But I had one more question for you as an artist. How can art kind of, preserve cultural icons like Flaco Jimenez?
Well, for one, I would strongly ask the community to support the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center with anything that they can right now. Artists who paint murals, who take pictures, people who stream his music. I mean, without all of those things, we forget. And this was one of the main reasons why the Guadalupe wanted to do this altar, to honor him. He's given us so much, and if we, the community, can continue to stream his music, to hold, honor him, talk about him, still have, we have a lot of tributes that honor him, as far as, artists like the Tex Maniacs, they come and they pay tribute to him. A lot of different organizations did that. We just got to keep talking about him because he was San Antonio's king of the accordion.
Thank you very much for having us today. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Carlos. The exhibit will be located in the Progresso Community Gallery and is free to the public. It will run from now until November 30th, so be sure to check it out. Now, Leo, with the weather getting colder and looking like the perfect time for fall activities, what are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm really looking forward to going for long drives with that cool breeze, but what are you looking forward to, Klarysa?
Well, along with painting and carving pumpkins, I'm looking forward to hanging out in my bed and watching all of my favorite holiday movies.
See, fall's the perfect time for that. It's just like so cozy in there.
I agree.
But there's a lot of things that you can do when the fall season comes around. But let's take a look at what our viewers had to say with this week's social media question. This time we asked, what's your favorite fall activity? We'll circle back to our viewers' responses later in the show. But for now, stick around. UIWtv will be right back.
What's my routine? I don't know. I guess I just... Well, I eat healthy and I work out. There is help out there for you, and recovery is possible.
You are watching UIWtv.
Welcome back, I'm Kase Victoria, your entertainment insider for today. I'm here to bring you all the latest and greatest entertainment buzz. Now, October was a blast full of spooky events here on campus. One such event was the Phantom Fiesta, a collaboration between Student Government Association and Campus Activity Board. Let me take you through to see what you missed out on. I'm here in the UIW Sky Room where Student Government Association and Campus Activity Board have teamed up together to host their event, Phantom Fiesta, where they encourage students to wear their costumes. So before we head in, let's suit up. All right, let's go. Students enjoy dancing to early 2000s music as well as current trending music. And if you don't want to dance, they set up a bunch of free food, t-shirts, and a variety of drinks. And if you're above the age 21, you can get your hands on some alcohol.
Yeah, so the point of the event is to engage with the UIW student body who wants to celebrate the Halloween season, and we want to have an engaging event for the students here.
The Phantom Fiesta has been going on for 3 years now, bringing students a chance to experience Halloween with a nightlife twist, while also announcing the nominees to the Homecoming Court.
That have initiative wanted to do things together, and then it's been a really good environment, collaborating with others and kind of inspiring that collaboration with the university too.
When going through admissions to the event, many are asked to enter the costume contest, where 3 winners are selected under the scariest, the funniest, and the most creative costumes. Many students got to dress up as their favorite characters, like Spider-Man, Lois Griffin, and even Where's Waldo.
I just love Halloween so much, and I wanted a function. I think seeing everybody dressed up is so freaking cool. It's so awesome. And getting to dance and getting free food is just, it's all perks.
As you can see, UIW students are enjoying their time here. Now, I'm gonna get back to dancing. For UIWtv, I'm Kase Victoria. To check out more events like this, make sure to follow the organizations at UIWCAB and UIWSJ on their Instagram pages. Now, Regretting You, directed by Josh Boone starring McKenna Grace and Allison Williams, is a new fan favorite of Colin Hoover's book adaptations. The movie follows Morgan, played by Allison Williams, and Clara, played by McKenna Grace, while they navigate their mother and daughter relationship among their love lives after a car accident revealed a shocking betrayal. The movie currently sits at #1 in the North American box offices. Speaking of McKenna Moczygemba is back again to bring us another Music in a Minute. What do you have for us, McKenna?
Welcome back to Music in a Minute. I'm here to bring you the latest hot goss of the music world. You better duck and take cover as the Foo Fighters announced their 2026 stadium tour titled Cover Tour 2026. The tour starts on August 4th in Toronto, that includes stops in cities like Chicago and Nashville, concluding on September 26th in Las Vegas. General tickets can be bought via Ticketmaster starting on Halloween Day at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. EJ, the singing voice of Rumi and the songwriter for many popular songs in the movie K-pop Demon Hunters, just released her first solo single titled In Another World. The song is a beautiful blend between her soft, delicate voice and a powerful melody, featuring a ballad of all what her life would look like in another world, where nothing falls and nothing fades. I Know You by Heart is what Mumford & Sons fans are saying as they shared a new collaboration with Hauser titled Rubber Band Man in the middle of their world tour for their most recent album, Rushmere. The track was produced by Aaron Dessner and is a mix of folk and indie, creating a beautiful sample of both bands. Well, that's all we have for this week's Music in a Minute. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, McKenna. Me personally, I gotta thank Foo Fighters for making their hit song Everlong. Now, SCAD Film Festival is the largest university-ran film festival in the world, highlighting special guests and honorees for students to learn from and see. This past week, festivals awarded the iconic award to Oscar Isaac, the Lifetime Achievement Award to Mark Hamill, and a Luminary Award to Will Arnett. Also, there was Dylan O'Brien, who also received a Luminary Award for his role in Twinless by director James Sweeney. Huge congratulations to the stars. Now, Michael Barrett is back again to bring us another final cut. What do you have for us, Michael?
Welcome to the Final Cut. I'm your host, Michael Barrett, and today we'll be talking about Black Phone 2, which released on October 17th, 2025 in the United States. The film was directed by Scott Derrickson, best known for the first Black Phone, Sinister, and the first Doctor Strange film, and once again stars Ethan Hawke, Mason Thames, and Madeline McGraw returning from the original film. While the first Black Phone was based off a short story by author Joe Hill, the sequel is a completely original concept, although Hill was still involved in its development. The story picks up 4 years after the ending of the first film, with Finney and Blake once again facing the returning threat of the Grabber, this time from beyond the grave. The biggest shift between films is the setting. Gone is the small-town atmosphere of the original, and instead the story unfolds at a snowed-in youth camp called Alpine Lake, with the characters trapped there during a blizzard. The best parts of this movie are when it leans into that setting, and several sequences take great advantage of the frozen-over lakes and the snow. Unfortunately, Black Phone 2 fails to live up to its potential in almost every other way. The film's titular gimmick of the Black Phone seems to have lost some of its significance, with characters like Gwen and the caretaker of Alpine Lake now both able to communicate with the spirits as well. The Black Phone as a whole seems to take the back seat in favor of Gwen's prophetic dreams, and Gwen almost seems to replace Finney as the main character, which is unfortunate given the slew of opportunities his character has given his history with the Grabber. The movie suffers from uneven to genuinely terrible writing, with Gwen's dialogue being especially atrocious. While the character's vulgarity was amusing in the first film, this time around it feels forced, and it gets to the point where it begins to sound like something from the CW. Big portions of the film feel severely cut down or edited out, notably a potential relationship between Finney and a character at the camp named Mustang. The movie has a problem with being repetitive as a whole, and makes a confusing choice to limit the Grabber's presence so that he can only appear when Gwen is asleep. While Ethan Hawke brings his A-game, the movie shackles him in a story structure which prevents him from doing anything interesting. By the end of the film, Black Phone 2 feels like it's running on fumes. While the movie isn't a complete misfire, it is a frustrating one, and overall I'd have to give it a 2 out of 5 missing kids. I do hope a third film materializes, but I just hope that next time the Black Phone rings, a different filmmaker will answer the call. But that's all I've got for you today. I'm Michael Barrett, and thanks for tuning in to The Final Cut.
Thanks, Michael. Personally, I think I should pick up the phone to take on the next film. Well, that's all we have for this week's entertainment, but don't go anywhere just yet. Sports is up next. For UIWtv, I'm Kase Victoria.
You know, Jamie really needs to start knowing when to mind her own business.
Professor Richardson?
Whatever. It's just not my place to be sticking my nose into other people's businesses just because of some civic.
Maybe she's trying to teach about responsibility.
No, tell me why I got a notification from your account from freaking Cassandra asking if you wanted to hang out.
Listen.
You were supposed to have dinner with me. Would you rather go hang out with Cassandra?
We have.
Am I not good enough for you?
No. We have something to work on, okay?
Do you have any plans for over the break? No, I don't really have any plans. Just same old, same old. What about you?
I mean, I don't have anything, but there's always things I want to do, and I just never end up doing.
I don't have to say something, but I should.
All it takes is one person. If you or someone you know is experiencing emotional abuse, text CONNECT to 741741.
Glad to see you're still tuned in with us. I'm Aaron Rios, and it's time to talk UIW sports. It was a Cardinal-on-Cardinal game for homecoming last Saturday, and UIW secured the victory against Lamar University. The Cards held to 4 yards passing and 7 yards rushing in the first quarter. Then, freshman quarterback E.J. Colson threw 3 passes for touchdowns, setting UIW up for success by the first half. The Cardinals also doubled Lamar's total yards with an 18-point lead. Now, there was some pushback from Lamar in the third and fourth quarters, but UIW stood strong with a final score of 24-17, and it was an exciting game to be at. The Office of Alumni Relations hosted their annual 5K in the celebration of Homecoming Week, but it wasn't just any run. Tacos were all the rave this past Saturday when students, families, and friends lined up in front of the clock tower early in the morning. Racers of all ages made their journey from the heart of UIW through the ICC and back down the football track. Those who finished got free breakfast tacos provided by Las Palapas.
It's a time to come back, a time to give back, a time to kind of reminisce with maybe people you hadn't seen for a while. And it's just another opportunity during homecoming to come back and do that.
The top 3 racers received free UIW merch, but whether you're a track star or a slow walker, everyone's a winner with exclusive homecoming medals and snacks provided by Sodexo. If you'd like to participate in the 5K taco run next year, signups are open for everyone in the San Antonio community. With that, let's turn it over from homecoming season to basketball season. Reporter Morgan Huizar takes a look at what the men's team is up to so far.
The UIW men's basketball team kicked off their season this past Monday against the Colorado State Rams in Fort Collins, Colorado. Head coach Shane Hireman, now in his third year at UIW, is ready to prove that this Cardinals team will keep the fight going to the end of the very last game.
And so my job in part of that is challenging these guys and creating a little bit of adversity and watching them use the tools to respond to it and get through it.
The Cardinals finished last season in the middle of the pack in the Southland Conference, but Coach Shane and his team hope to take full advantage of the recent coach and lineup changes suffered by McNeese State Cowboys to take charge.
You see a unique culture of our guys being together, talking, communicating, playing with an energy, an edge, a toughness that I think will make Cardinal fans really proud.
We trying to score in the first 7 seconds of the shot clock. If not, we're gonna move the ball. We're gonna move the ball, play the team. We don't care who scores. It doesn't matter which guy is the recipient, as long as we get the basket.
With the return of players like Jordan Pike, who was rated as the best Division II player in the country by ESPN, Armani Drummond, Marcus Glover, Jaden Williams, and many more, the men's team headed to Colorado to take on the Rams, where they lost 98-64. Tomorrow, the team will face off against Jarvis Christian University. For those who could not make it, tune in to watch the game starting at 8 p.m. on ESPN+. For UIWtv, I'm Morgan Huizar.
If you'd like to check out future basketball games, you can secure your tickets at UIWcardinals.com. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season concluded with the championship race taking place at Phoenix Raceway with Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, and William Byron. Denny Hamlin led 208 laps and dominated the race. He was 3 laps away from claiming his first championship in his 20th full-time season, but a late caution forced a 2-lap shootout, and after different pit stop strategies, it would be Kyle Larson claiming the title for his second career championship. Fans were outraged at how the title was won and are hoping for drastic changes to the points format going into next season. Now, outside the nest, it was a big weekend across the sports world, from hard hits in the NFL to history on the baseball diamond. Starting with some unfortunate news, Dallas Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland passed away last night at just 24 years old. His agent and team announced his death this morning. Kneeland was barely on his second season with the Cowboys, and his last game happened this Monday against the Arizona Cardinals. Teammates and fans alike are saddened by the news as they wait for more information on his passing. Meanwhile, the Washington Commanders faced a setback after quarterback Jaden Daniels left the game with a rib injury following a hard hit in the second quarter. Luckily, Daniels shows steady improvement, and the team awaits further evaluation. Lastly, the Buffalo Bills stunned the Kansas City Chiefs with a 28-21 victory, holding Patrick Mahomes without a single touchdown, a rare sight this season. And veteran quarterback Joe Flacco continues to turn heads, going from leading one of the worst offenses last season to powering one of the best this year. Even though his team's defense remains one of the league's weakest, Flacco found a rhythm working alongside receiver Jamar Chase. Chase, who finished with over 100 receiving and 2 touchdowns, proving their chemistry is quickly becoming one of the AFC's most electric duos. And turning to baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers once again are world champions, defeating the Toronto Blue Jays in 7 total games. Pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto delivered a legendary postseason performance, earning the title of World Series MVP for 2025. In Game 6, he struck out 6 batters to force a decisive Game 7, then returned on short rest to close the series. This forced a dramatic double play to seal the Dodgers' second straight championship. With back-to-back titles, Los Angeles becomes the first National League team since the 1976 Reds to repeat as champions. They've officially cemented their status as baseball's modern-day dynasty. Now that you're all caught up, let's take a look at this week's games to watch. On Friday at 6 o'clock, women's basketball takes on Abilene Christian University in their court. Also on Friday, men's basketball goes against Jarvis Christian University here at home. And finally, women's volleyball faces off with Texas A&M Corpus Christi on Saturday at 1 p.m. And that's a wrap on sports today. For UIWtv, I'm Aaron Rios. But before we go, let's take a look at our social media question. This week we ask, what is your favorite fall activity? Mine would be watching football all season long. But what did our viewers have to say, Leo?
Thanks, Aaron. Let's take a look. Monica said, listening to music that has a cozy, nostalgic, and melancholic feeling. Natalia said, she likes eating mashed potatoes. And finally, Ryan said, eating leftover candy. Those are all some really fantastic answers, but be sure to follow and comment on Instagram at UIWtv to be featured in our next newscast. And that's all for today's newscast, so thanks for tuning in.
Be sure to tune in to our last newscast on November 20th. Until next time, I'm Klarysa Saldaña.
And I'm Maurilio Cruz, and this has been UIWtv.